Hey friends, it's another beautiful morning here at Groovy Plants Ranch. Today we're going to have a fantastic walkthrough. We have a ton of new stuff to see. If this is your first time walking with us, I would invite you to grab your coffee or your tea and settle in for a few minutes while we look at some great plants. And if this is not your first walkthrough, thanks for coming back. Let's go look at some cool plants. So I'll start off by saying our greenhouses and our outdoor spaces have had some major restocks since our last walkthrough together, and the Mercantile, which is our cacti and succulent house, is no exception. It's looking really good right now. It is just completely packed with all kinds of awesome plants. We have a ton of hanging baskets, and I could easily just do a video in here, but there are a number of really nice plants out today. So I'm going to speed up a little bit. If there's something in specific you want, you can always message me or just come pay us a visit, even better. These are looking really nice. Some nice big echeveria. The aeoniums are looking great. All of our cactus are starting to root in nice and are starting to push flowers. Some larger aloes, euphorbias. Some really nice stuff. We have a small vernal pool behind the greenhouse here back in the woods, and the frogs have been so loud the past few days. Such a welcome sound. So here's just a quick overview of the new stuff in the Mercantile. Some really nice baskets. Burro's tail. We're actually going to be bringing more out today. It's hard to believe we could fit more in here, but there actually is a fair amount of room. These are really nice big agaves. There's my coffee cup. I cleaned them up a little bit when I brought them out, but if you were looking for big blue Americana agaves, like my large ones I put in the landscape, we have them available. I love these Velthemias. This is a South African bulb. Oops, sorry. See if I can clear that up a little bit for you. Very pretty, almost aloe-like flowers. Here's a very cool succulent pelargonium. It's a geranium relative. And we'll be bringing out more agaves as well. We do have a really nice collection. Main thing has been getting everything squeezed into the greenhouses. All right, let's go look in some of the other greenhouses. So here we are in greenhouse 1, our first greenhouse. And last weekend was kind of unbelievable for us. It took us a solid 3-4 days just to restock. But you can see beautiful colors in here. I'm finally living my dream of having a ton of bromeliads. They are just such cool plants. Absolutely beautiful. The colors are vibrant. They're so tough. If you've ever been to the into a tropical area like Florida, to see them growing is really something. Do have a handful of a little bit rare, more interesting stuff out today. Now, one thing I'm particularly excited about is these new monstera. These are probably the biggest monsteras I've had in yet. So I have them arranged here in what I'm calling Monstera Mile, and it goes all the way down the greenhouse. Hanging basket supply looks great. A lot of different alocasias right now. And just those monstera are so nice. Just some really beautiful stuff. So we've been super busy filling, growing a ton of stuff. Our perennials are popping. Show you some of our perennials outside if the wind isn't too crazy. I mean, look at how nice that leaf is. So no shortage on those gorgeous monsteras. I think we have about 50. Air plant display is nice and full. It's a really cool Dieffenbachia here. Begonias are hitting hard. Finally got a lot of begonias out, and we have at least a couple thousand more coming. Nice Tenneke. There's a lot of little stuff just kind of tucked in here and there. I'm in love with these Jurassic Rex begonias. So these are a Rex, kind of like a Rex begonia on steroids. The color is electric. This purple is so cool. Fernleaf cactus, some nice big Epiphyllum oxypetalum. That one has a crazy shoot. Begonia dragii. Just a whole nice variety of different plants. Really nice stuff here. Ooh, here's a fun one. This is Monanthes polyphylla. This is a succulent, but it's a shade succulent. It's a little bit higher care, a little bit more challenging for some people, but a very fun plant. And our African violets, great supply on those, and they're looking beautiful. Let's go step into the other greenhouse. So really quick, I had to cut through our growing house to go to greenhouse 2, and I wanted to show you this crop we have coming on because we get asked a lot about it. This is Albuca Frizzle Sizzle. Now these are not ready, so if you come asking, they're not ready, but these are really, really nice. This is a South African succulent bulb, again called Frizzle Sizzle, and with highlight and grown nice and dry, they get this really cool curly leaf. I'm guessing we have maybe 2 to 3 weeks until these guys are ready, so they're pushing growth really hard. Just thought I'd show you because they are a fun plant. So here we are in greenhouse 2, and Natalie and Emma's herbs and veggies are really starting to come along, but over here, some really nice stuff. Huge alocasia. We finally got our domino peace lilies back in, and again, just a totally decked out walk of plants. Orange bird of paradise, I got a ton. I keep getting asked for them, so here they are. Large Rhaphidophora totems. These are really, really exceptional, huge plants. Pitcher plants, some nice bromeliad, more bromeliads. I'll have even more bromeliads coming on too. Ooh, here's a new one. This is Ficus umbellata. It's an interesting fiddle-leaf fig relative. It's nice stuff. I do want to take you outside and show you what's happened out there. Now the wind may be a little extreme. Oh, some of our overwintered figs, we grew these last summer and then overwintered them cold. They just woke up. So if you're looking for a Chicago hardy fig, we have some nice smaller ones. But let's go look outside and see what's going on there. A handful of our herbs are available for sale now as well. So we have lemongrass and some other stuff that's coming on really nice. And we have more outside that's more cold tolerant. Now hopefully the wind doesn't ruin my video. We had high winds last night. It is spring in Ohio, but I wanted to show you all of our stuff outside and how nice it's looking. These are our ruffled pansies and pansy bowls here. You can see our signs are blown over. No point in fixing them yet. But cold tolerant herbs are out. So all your different thyme and lavender and some different kinds of mint, chives. I'd still probably protect this stuff if we're going below 25. Just throw a sheet over it. But nice stuff. Lavender is out. It's looking really good. It's actually, our lavender's been out for a while. It's should be pretty cold tough at this point. Oh, here's a fun little specialty annual. You don't see that often. This is Calanopsis, or purse flower. So these are an Andean flower. They grow up in the Andes. And a nice cool season plant that's just like a really interesting alternative or addition to your spring pansies and such. So we have only a handful of these, but they are really nice big plants. Sorry about that wind. Here's a dianthus, a little carnation I'm excited about. This is Pink Kiss, and the flowers are just so interesting. It has a nice fragrance, and these are a nice little decorative container for spring. And then you'll see so many different pansy bowls. Lots of nice stuff. The place is really starting to fill up. Now over here, what I really wanted to show you is our perennial selection. We've never been able to move out this early, and look how many perennials we have outside. These are all staying out. They've all been grown cold, but they just popped with that warm weather we had. This is one of my favorite parts of doing this business, is growing the perennials and getting to pick so many different fun varieties with Craig. I think we really have an exceptional collection of perennials. I could spend a whole day just hanging out here looking at all the different perennials and pick it. Sometimes I'll come out and pick stuff for my own garden. So they're just starting to pop. Hardy sedums are one of our more popular plants that we sell, and you'll see this whole row is different hardy sedums and hens and chicks sempervivums. And these have all been out in multiple freezes, so these are safe to plant now. And some of them are really quite stunning. We've actually sold quite a few. We need to do some fronting. And then you'll see through here just a bunch of nice plants. And the frogs are singing. And we are actively filling this space. It'll get much fuller over the coming days. So somehow I kept that surprisingly brief, only 13 minutes worth of plants, but hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. We'll be doing more as we get more plants, and things are changing so quickly around here every week. There's always something new to see, so I really enjoy doing these walkthroughs with you. Hope you come pay us a visit. Looks like Saturday is going to be really beautiful, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for walking with me.